Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of Beware the Board, a horror podcast where we randomly select a horror movie every week and we watch it. I'm Bob.
I'm Ben.
How have you been, Ben?
I could be better.
Yeah.
I could be better.
God damn. We've already begun. I'm already laughing. The reason I'm laughing is because Ben suggested we start this recording session at noon. Normally we start at 2. And it was like, 12:15. I text Ben. He didn't respond. 12:30 rolls around. I call Ben. I get a groggy, hello? Man, what the hell happened? Why are you sleeping?
So I'm dog sitting this week.
Oh, yeah. I forgot you're at
out
your
of
mom's
town.
house.
So I'm at my mom's house. My roommate, no, not my roommate, fuck me. One of my friends is filming in my house right now because he's making a short film. And he's coming back for the second time yesterday to finish filming in there. And he asked me if I could let him in at 9 o'clock because he has to film at night.
Fuck that.
And so I had to leave my mom's house, and I have to stay there because my family dogs are there. So I let him out, and I went to my house, and I walk in, and my roommate comes tromping out of his room, and I was like, fuck you! You aren't supposed to be here!
Oh, my God.
And it's like a 30, 40-minute drive.
Yeah, your mom does not live close to your house at all.
No. So I was like, I don't want to drive right back. So I chilled there for till 2 a.m.
Jesus Christ.
And he was done filming. And then I left, went back to my mom's house. I've been making new thumbnails for the board.
Yeah, I think we should start the episode with great, fantastic news, Benjamin. I don't even want to save it. I'm so excited.
Okay, let me finish my story.
Okay, sorry. I won't interrupt.
I've been making a bunch of stuff, so I made some more of that.
Yeah.
And then it was like, I had to let the dogs out again. Because I didn't want to leave them locked up forever, so I let them out.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then I went to sleep. And apparently, I think I forgot to set an alarm.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
Next thing I know, Bob's calling me.
Well, lucky for me, you overslept and so did I. When I texted you up, I had just woken up. And I was like, it's 1:15 Ben was supposed to be here at noon. He didn't knock on my door or anything. I overslept. So I guess he's late.
I'm pretty sure I woke up at 10 and I just fell back asleep.
I woke up at 11 and turned my alarm off and went back to bed.
All right.
Because I was really tired.
So good news.
So
Can I start with mine?
Sure.
Because it's related.
Okay.
So I started making thumbnails for all our YouTube videos.
Yeah.
So if you see that changing, or if you're listening to this in the future, whenever this episode comes out, it might have already changed. But that's
Maybe.
why. I think they look nicer.
I think they look nice, yeah. I think they make it look more professional.
So I'll be getting those done for all our videos. There's a backlog, so
Yeah, we'll get to it eventually.
it's taking a while, but I'm getting faster. I also made a logo. It's not like the nicest thing ever,
No, but it works.
but it's simple and it works. More importantly, it's 1400 by 1400. And what does that mean, Bob?
It means we're finally on podcast platforms, Ben. We're on Apple Podcasts, we're on Spotify, we're on a bunch of other ones that I don't use. So it means that people can finally listen to us somewhere other than YouTube. The other good news is, you'll notice this if you go to our Twitter, I've removed our YouTube video as the website link, and now it's a link to a link tree, which has all of our other links.
Woo.
So if you want to access our videos at all, or get to like our Spotify, our Apple Podcast, our Twitter, all that stuff, it's all in our link tree. Check it out. Super useful if you're trying to get to the episodes.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot more professional this week.
It's been a hell of a week, Ben. I told Ben this. I probably spent a good 4.5 hours uploading all of our podcasts to the podcast platforms. And it was just going back and forth and copying and pasting stuff.
I know we had to spend some time fixing it because they were weird orders and stuff.
Oh, my God. Also, it cost me $143.
Oh.
Yeah.
You didn't do unlimited?
No, I did.
Oh. It's $143.
It was $143.
Oh, Bob, I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I'll take the L. You got to buy the movies every week.
Next month, what are you going to do next month?
It's not per month. That was a year.
Oh.
I paid for a year up front.
Oh, that's not that
On
bad.
accident, though.
Okay. That's why it was that much, because I know you've told me it was a lot less.
No, it was less, actually. It went up recently. It was $8.99, and they moved it to $14.99. But I paid for a year, so it only cost me $11.99 a month.
Okay,
so I
that's
saved
not
a little
bad.
bit of money. The L was I didn't mean to do it.
Fair.
I was clicking around, and I clicked the wrong thing, and then went, I just spent $143 on accident. Oops. But I mean, like, whatever. I just going to have to spend the money anyway.
I mean, it's probably for the best that we did that.
Yeah.
'Cause we release more than the
Oh, yeah. We put out way more episodes than we probably should, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's why I was going through, and I was uploading everything to the RSS, and I was like, do we really have this many episodes? I was like, we don't even fit on one page of YouTube anymore. We've reached 2 pages, Ben.
Wow.
That's crazy.
36 as of recording.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. We just looked, Bob.
Yeah, we did just look. I don't know.
Before we kind of get on to the movie,
Yeah.
still on the idea of art and stuff.
Yeah.
Are we going to change our logo on our RSS feed stuff at some point?
What do you mean?
Like, are we going to get some actual artwork to have on our Spotify stuff?
I hope so.
Okay.
We're supposed to.
Okay. I was just making sure we're still doing that. So if you get used to this logo, that's going to change at some point.
Yeah, eventually.
Eventually.
But for right now, it works. It has allowed us to get on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and everything else.
It's so much more convenient to listen to a show.
Oh my God,
on
I know.
Spotify.
I was hanging out with a bunch of other friends last night, and I let them know, and they were like, "Thank God." They were like, "I like your podcast, but I don't like to listen to it on YouTube.
Oh,
it's
so
god
shitty.
awful." And I understand that, and I wish I could have solved it sooner, but I did not have art, nor did I want to spend $143.
See, I'm glad we waited because now we have a bunch of stuff that can go up at once.
Yeah.
But we totally could have done this much earlier.
Also, shout out to Belgium, apparently.
Oh yeah, to our friends in Brussels?
Yeah, in Brussels. Thank you for downloading our podcast, apparently.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. Very
I
interesting.
didn't know that. We have someone following us on Twitter from there.
Yep.
So thanks, man.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Super cool.
Also, shout out to our Filipino audience, too. They're also here.
Yeah, also.
Yeah, I was looking at our analytics, and one of
On
our
YouTube.
videos, on YouTube specifically, and one of our videos had like an 18% Filipino audience, which is really interesting considering I don't know anyone in the Philippines. I don't know how they found our content, but I appreciate them listening.
Mm-hmm.
It's very interesting. All right.
All right. Yeah, so we got to do this board thing.
Oh, God.
So we have 3 categories, obviously. It's our first category, which is...
H.P. Lovecraft stories. I don't
No,
know which one.
that's
I
our-
don't
that's
know
our
what order you
last
have them
word.
in, Ben.
My category is the first one.
Oh, Ben's category is to be first, guys.
Yeah,
Just so you know.
which is the Wild Wild West.
The Wild Wild West, which I'm going to be honest, a disappointing start.
Disappointing start, yeah.
It
was a fun episode.
It was a fun episode. I got way better content out of that episode than I thought I was going to when I edited it.
Not my favorite movie we've watched.
Nah,
In my
it's
defense, I
fine.
didn't watch that one before.
Yeah, I feel like if you had seen that one before we did the episode, you probably would have put it on the show.
I don't know. I was looking for Wild West movies, and there's a couple strong ones,
Yeah,
but then a lot of ones where I'm like, eh.
fair enough. So we have the Wild Wild West,
Yep. We do J-horror.
Japanese horror, which is our random,
Random.
which
And
is
then-
crazy we got first time.
So happy about that.
I'm not.
There's a couple
It
films we're going
scares
to watch
me.
in J-horror that are...
They're pretty top. I'm very scared.
And then, last but not least,
H.P. Lovecraft stories, which
so,
is a good one.
Lovecraft.
Also, we came up with a good name for the board because, I pitched that we should do the dad joke setup of a racist man, a Japanese man, and a cowboy walk into a bar. But I think it's way funnier just to call a racist Japanese cowboy.
Yeah.
Because, that's just a funny statement. There's nothing else. It's just funny. Also, it covers everything. H.P. Lovecraft was racist. We have Japanese horror. And the Wild Wild West is full of cowboys.
Now that I'm thinking about it, there was probably a lot of racist Japanese cowboys in the Wild West.
Oh, I didn't even think about... Yeah?
Because, lots of people came over from...
Yeah, I was just
Asia.
thinking about that. Yeah, especially rail workers and stuff.
And they were calling them cowboys.
Yeah.
I'm sure because it was what? The past. There was a
Yeah.
lot of racists.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, Bob, what are you picking? Oh, we've done, 3 on the first one?
Yeah, so the first one was Wild Wild West Spot 3.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm scared, Ben.
Mm-hmm.
I'm deeply, deeply scared. Because the Wild Wild West burned me. So I'm not going to choose it again. I just won't. H.P. Lovecraft stories are interesting, but I found that my category for myself is always disappointing.
Even though last week I think you were like, I'm going to choose that one.
I'm pretty sure that's what I said on the podcast. But I want to start the season with some bangers. So I'm going to choose Japanese horror.
Okay. What are you choosing in J-horror?
I'm really scared, Ben. Because Japanese horror scares me a lot.
No.
We've seen one Japanese horror movie, and it was
Audition?
Audition.
Yeah.
And that movie is freaky. But I'll choose spot number 1
Mm-hmm.
in Japanese horror.
Yeah.
What are we watching, Ben?
We're watching Tetsuo the Iron Man.
Oh, that sounds actually kind of interesting.
Yeah.
The Iron Man? Tetsuo the Iron Man. Okay. Please tell me it's just like an Iron Man animated movie.
I don't know if I've said this on the podcast, but I was like, wow, I think one of the movies in J-horror might make Bob cry.
Oh, no. I knew this was an option. I knew there was one on here that you said would make me cry. And
It
that
might
has
not.
not happened on the
It
podcast
might
yet.
not.
We've come close. I've come very close to
When did you
crying.
come close?
First time
Were
we
they
watched.
sad tears?
No, it was Wreck, man.
Oh.
The end of Wreck got me good. It got me real good. I was freaking out, man.
Oh. Well, you ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
It'll be a cool movie, irregardless. Like, this is a cool movie.
I'm sure it will be cool, but maybe it'll be cool through my fucking tears.
I'd like to say, I haven't seen this one yet.
Jesus Christ.
I've just heard about it.
2 in a row Ben hasn't seen.
Well, 'cause
Surprising.
Sometimes I have ideas of what movies we're going to watch. I knew I was going to pick this one with J-horror. I have a long list of movies I'm going to watch at some point.
Fair enough.
You know, I have to keep up with stuff. And we got this category right away, and I was like, I could probably just save it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if a movie is reviewed well enough and people like it enough, sometimes I don't think you have to screen them.
Yeah, no, this one's reviewed well enough. I've heard about it, so I
Yeah.
was like, I don't need to see this. It does mean, like, my facts aren't super strong, which is the downside, but whatever.
Yeah. It'll be all right.
You ready?
Yup.
So it's a 1989 movie,
Okay.
a little bit older.
Right on the tail end of the 80s.
Yeah, but that's a bigger deal for foreign cinema than it is here.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, like, we were the biggest. Hollywood was the biggest, like, film producer.
Oh, yeah, especially in the 80s.
But I just meant, like, historically,
Well, yeah.
and other countries didn't get as big until later.
I was just more interested in the fact that we haven't really watched any movies from the late 80s, early 90s. The only 90s movie I think we've seen is Night of the Demons 2 and maybe Arachnophobia.
Audition,
Or did that come out in the 90s?
late 90s.
Okay. Yeah, but this is just an interesting period where we haven't really watched a ton of movies, so I'm really curious to
Oh,
see
yeah,
what sort of
that's fine.
things it takes from stuff from the period, you know?
Fair, I'm going to tell you right now, this is very, very different.
Okay.
Because it's foreign and because there's some reasons, but whatever.
Okay.
It's just, don't base what you think the 90s cinema is on this movie.
Okay.
All right, you ready for my description?
Sure.
It's the OG Marvel movie.
You bitch. Okay, Ben. That's a great description. I'm sure Tony Stark's going to be
We're
here.
actually watching the Japanese version of Iron Man.
That'd be kind of cool, probably.
It's 1 hour and 7 minutes long.
That's actually
pretty
short.
short.
Yeah.
It's not rated.
Awesome.
That's because this is a smaller film.
Okay.
We'll get into that.
Not
but
because it's horribly horrific and wasn't allowed to be rated. Right.
that's unrelated.
Okay.
Because you have to pay for a rating.
I know.
It costs money.
Yeah,
a lot
just
of
like I had
money.
to pay to get us on fucking Spotify.
Review scores. IMDb gave it a 6.9 out of 10.
Okay.
Tomato meter gave it an 82%.
Oh, that's actually high.
And audience score gave it a 76%.
Oh, see, thank God. Give me a good movie.
Like I said, I've heard very good things about this movie, but also some concerning things. So it'll be fun.
I'm excited.
It has 2 awards and 0 nominations.
Oh, so it won 2 awards but didn't get nominated
It's
for anything
won
else.
everything it's gotten nominated
That's
for.
pretty rad, actually.
The Fanta Festival in 1989 gave it an award for Best Film to Shinya Tsukamoto.
That's okay.
That's the director. And then the Sweden Fantastic Film Festival gave it the Audience Award in 1998, once again to Shinya Tsukamoto for Best Feature.
That is really cool, actually. That it won Best Feature in 2 different places from 2 different festivals.
Mm-hmm. And one of them was for the year.
Yeah, I know.
It
That's
came out,
crazy.
which is really good. So, notable actors in this. I'm going to give you all the actors in this film.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
And I think these are first name, last name, because I was grabbing them off IMDb.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind. Tomoro Taguchi as Man.
Just man.
Yep.
Awesome.
Apparently, he plays Yasuda in Non-Stop. Kei Fujiwara as Woman. She plays Yoko in Organ.
Man and woman, my 2 favorite main characters.
Yeah. Nobu Kanaoka as Woman in Glasses.
What? What the hell?
She plays Kana in Tetsuo 2 Body Hammer.
Oh, there's a Tetsuo too.
There's 3 of them.
There's 3 of them. Okay.
We're only watching the first one today.
Okay. But that's cool 'cause it means we can come back to it. We haven't really done a series in a while, like we did with Halloween or Night of the Demons or Wreck. So I'm excited to finally get to do something like that again. Like watch the movies back to back.
For the board?
Yeah.
Yeah. Although it is
Oh, it's a slog usually because we have a bunch of
It's a
extra
time
content to
problem.
record. Yeah.
Well, it's been a problem this year because we have so many extra content.
Yeah, we've been nailing holidays.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Shinya Tsukamoto as metal fetishist.
Ew.
That's the director, by the way. He also
metal
plays
fetishist?
Tsudo Yoshiharu in Tokyo Fist.
Okay, so he acts and does other stuff too. That's kind of cool.
Naomasa Musaka as Doctor. He plays the Yakuza boss on the country road in The Blind Swordsman Zatoichi.
It's a long title.
Yeah. And finally, Renji Ishibashi as Tramp.
Tramp.
Yes.
The only one with, like, actually kind of a name.
Well, no, Tramp is just like homeless person.
Yeah, but, like...
Also, you know this guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is he... Oh, is he the guy from the sack?
No.
Oh.
Close.
Okay.
He's old man in wheelchair in Audition.
Oh, that guy. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you... Okay. Not Sackman, but the weird guy in the wheelchair that got his head popped off.
Yeah, go watch our Audition video.
That's a good episode.
That's just a good movie. Go
That's
watch
also
Audition.
a good movie. Yeah, if you want to watch Japanese horror, Audition's phenomenal.
All right. So the writer-director of this is Shinya Tsukamoto. He's also done Vital. He directed that one, 2004.
Never heard of that one.
I couldn't find the budget or the box office for this.
Awesome.
I don't think it really had one
I love when horror movies are like this.
because this was like super low budget.
Yeah.
Like super low budget. Country of origins, Japan, and I couldn't even find a tagline either. So
Jesus Christ. Is there at least a cover for this movie?
There's a lot of covers.
Okay.
But they're kind of like covers that people have made for the most part. Like they've
like fan art?
No, but they look like something that was made after the movie was produced, and not
like an aftermarket cover where they're like selling DVDs and they need something.
Yes,
Okay, that makes
this
sense.
movie didn't really have a release when it came out.
Yeah, kind of like how on Leprechaun, the original cover didn't have Jennifer Aniston, but when she became famous, every Leprechaun cover ever included her.
I meant because I don't think when this first came out, it didn't really screen anywhere,
Okay.
and I didn't really get VHS either. So like,
Can you find this on like DVD or
yeah,
Blu-ray?
yeah.
Okay.
There's like a Blu-ray box set right now that's all 3 films.
Ooh, I
Came out in
might buy
2020.
that.
But what I'm saying is, most of the covers I found are like a still from the movie.
Oh, okay.
It's a pretty good one.
Mm-hmm.
And then just like the name and stuff.
All
Actually,
right.
it looks a lot like the thumbnail I already made for this.
Nice.
But, I just meant I don't think there's like original poster material.
Okay. Fair enough.
All right, so I got my facts. This was Tsukamoto's first 16mm film
Okay.
because this was shot on film. He had previously only done Super 8 films.
I don't know a lot about film. Like film types.
Super 8, I believe, is 8mm,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
but it's like super cheap.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if you've ever seen any Super 8 footage. It's very distinct.
Mm-hmm.
Like, very distinct. Like, when you think old home video,
Oh, it's like that fuzzy, like...
yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of square.
Yeah, and like color washed kind of.
Yeah, that's Super 8.
Okay. I know
very
exactly what you're
distinct.
talking about.
I like it. I think it's very stylistic.
Like what we saw at the beginning of never mind, I can't talk about that. That's a movie that has not come out yet that I do not want to spoil.
Yeah.
At the beginning of that.
Yeah.
It looks like that.
Oh,
that was a close one, Ben. Crisis averted.
I'm trying to think about something that people would know that has Super 8 footage that wouldn't spoil anything for you.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the movie Super 8?
I didn't actually see Super 8, but that was the first thing I thought of when you said Super 8 footage.
Yeah. They're using a Super 8 camera because it's about a bunch of kids who do like home horror movies.
Yeah.
But it's very distinct. I think the camera was very common. I think that's why it was used. But
okay.
I also think the film was very cheap because obviously, film's very expensive.
Yeah.
Just in general. Used to be cheaper because there was more being produced, but it was still expensive.
Yeah.
And so he did a bunch of like films on Super 8.
Okay.
Just kind of as like a hobbyist, essentially. They're pretty long. I was looking at them. Like, they're 26 to 50 minutes.
Holy crap. That's like
Which is
almost a feature length.
Really great.
Yeah.
For like just doing it by yourself,
Mhm.
especially on film. But this was his first 16mm, which is very impressive. And just kind of like going on that, Tsukamoto had previously made 2 films with a similar subject material to this one.
Oh, cool.
Apparently they are Phantom of Regular Size in 1986 and The Adventure of Denju Kozo in 1987. And basically both of those did well, so they gave him kind of the confidence to go ahead and do this longer film on 16mm.
That's cool.
Make it look better. When I say this is low budget, I think he took any profits he made from those, but his profits from his actual day job I think he
Sounds
probably
like us.
quit and just did this.
Profits from our day job going towards podcasting.
And apparently it took him 18 months.
Oh my gosh.
It was filmed in someone else's apartment. And I forget I didn't get his name, but I think it was his camera guy. No, it was Kei Fujiwara.
Okay.
I think it was in her apartment. But they filmed like mostly in there. And it took 18 months. And apparently filming was so rough that most of the crew quit
Awesome.
during production. There's been some interviews with some of the cast, and one of the people has been like, yeah, someone new would leave every day. And so by the end of filming, apparently it was like just the cast left.
Jesus Christ. Talk about fucking poor working conditions, apparently. Jesus.
All right. I got a genre for this film because I thought it was very funny.
Okay.
So this movie is a tokusatsu cyberpunk body horror film. They can't see you shaking your head.
No. Nope. Turn it off.
They
Ben,
maybe heard your jowls flapping.
Ben, I'm not doing this movie. Mm-mm. Nope.
It's fine. It's cyberpunk. You like that game, right?
I didn't play that game. I like the
didn't
setting,
play it
though.
either.
Actually, the Cyberpunk RPG that just came out, Cyberpunk Red, very good. Me and a bunch of friends played it.
Cool.
Very, very good tabletop game.
So it's a tokusatsu cyberpunk
I was trying to
body
change the
horror film.
subject, Ben.
And I wasn't familiar with the word tokusatsu, so I looked it up.
Okay.
And it is a Japanese term for special effects.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
And is generally used to refer to movies or TV shows that are heavily reliant on practical effects.
Well, that's exciting.
You're right.
That's exciting, but not combined with the other thing.
No, don't forget.
Practical effects are
forget
fine.
that other part.
The body horror practical effects are what scares me because,
Forget that other part.
oh,
I
God.
didn't say this movie would make you cry or anything. It's not going to be bad.
Oh, Benjamin.
But apparently, like, that style,
Yeah.
was developed by Eiji Tsuburaya, who was the creator of Godzilla and Ultraman.
That's cool.
Or at least the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
That's awesome.
kind of really linked back to the early history of Japanese cinema.
That's really, yeah, man. I love when when you give me facts that build on each other.
I like hearing
it's
facts
nice.
like that because I learned that.
Yeah.
Also, have you seen the original Godzilla?
I've not actually.
It's so cool.
I bet Evan is a huge fan of Godzilla, and he was telling me we should watch it.
Because, like, I'm okay with kaiju movies.
Yeah.
Like, they're fine. But it's so cool because it's all practical and stuff.
Mhm.
Like, it's a guy in a suit, but on a mini, like, stage.
Yeah. It's very cool.
All right, last thing I got. This film, like I said, couldn't find an audience when it came out until it showed at Fanta Festival. That one it won
Yeah.
the year of. Yeah, so it showed at that festival in Rome,
Whoa, that's cool.
right? Where it won Best Picture, even though it was screened without subtitles because they couldn't afford to get them done.
They screened it in Rome in Japanese, and it still won Best Picture?
They
That
couldn't
is
understand it.
nuts.
Or at least the dialogue. They
Yeah.
could understand it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Holy shit.
And so that helped it get, like, actual late-night screenings in Japan and stuff, and that's how it eventually did really well. This was the film that Shia got really well known for.
That's crazy, man. I think that, and this is a point that I will make right now. I feel like a lot of movies, or at least visual media, the dialogue is important, but it's about the visuals, and the fact that many people thought it was that good without being able to understand what people were saying. This movie is probably going to be, like, immaculate.
Yeah, I mean, I think the idea here is you can make a very, very good film and have shitty, like, visuals.
Yeah.
But what really, like, defines a great film
Yeah.
is your ability to enjoy it for just the visuals alone.
I also think, like, it's a testament to the thing that, like, language is a barrier, but a lot of human interaction is not defined by language.
Oh, you can pick up context from
Yeah.
emotion being portrayed and music and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's very interesting. That's very, very cool. What
Oh, yeah, it's
what a
super cool.
cool fucking fact.
Sucks they didn't have the money for it.
Yeah, it
Like,
sucks
you
that
know
they
how
didn't.
bad it is that you don't have the money to subtitle your film?
You know how bad? Listen, I'm
Which
gonna.
is more expensive back then. We can do it for free now, but
Yeah,
Ooh.
I meant to go through. People might notice this on all of our podcast episodes. I could provide a transcript, which I don't have, by the way. I don't have.
no, you'd have to go through and do that.
I'd have to go through that, but I can auto-generate them for the episodes. So look out for that if you want to read the episode instead of listen to it.
YouTube just auto-generates it, right?
No. Well, yes, but it's not very good.
Oh.
But the RSS will auto-generate one for free that's really good.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well then let's just do that.
Yeah, but it takes like an hour per episode.
It has to listen to it.
Yeah. So it's a little
Alright,
bit of a
fair
pain in the ass.
That's all I
Alright.
got. So, don't have a lot on this one.
Yeah, I guess we'll see you in a minute. Hi, everybody. Welcome back.
Yeah, we're back. It wasn't that bad, right? Once you got used to it.
No, it took a minute. The beginning was rough.
Yeah, but once you got used to it, it wasn't that bad.
It was okay.
Yeah.
I did almost like immediately throw up though.
I had to run and grab the trash can.
I forgot about the trash can. It was on the other side of the table, and I was recoiling in fear.
But what do you think?
So here's my we talked about this during the movie a little bit, and you won't hear it because I'm not gonna cut it. But there was a point where Ben said, "How the fuck are we gonna rate this movie?" Because can I be honest, Ben?
I don't want you to rate it yet.
I'm not rating it. No. I'm just saying like, this is a hard movie to
Oh, it's so weird. This is
to rate because it's strange.
It's low budget, first of all.
Yeah,
Like you can tell. But more importantly, it's very experimental. Like
It's-
it's an avant-garde film.
it's
You know?
weird as fuck. It's super duper fucking strange.
And so it just comes with the premise. Like this is it's a weird film. And like you have to know that going in it doesn't really match any of the like more temporary ideas of what you'd consider a film. It's very experimental, and you have to be able to accept experimental films.
yeah,
Like I'm not a big fan of experimental. I think it's cool.
I think it's
But
cool too.
it's not like one of those things I go out of my way to watch,
See, you know who'd love this movie? Shane. He loves weird. It very much gives me Skinamarink.
For anyone who doesn't
vibes.
know, that's the guy who's making our art.
Yeah. He and I watched Skinamarink, and this is, I would say, in a similar vein,
Yeah.
weird and experimental.
It's an artsy film.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my disclaimer here.
Yeah.
Like this is an artsy film. If you want to watch an artsy film, do you want to discuss the plot?
No, I wanted to say, you asked me how I felt about it. I would say I liked the movie.
You did?
I would say I'm probably never going to watch it again.
Oh, I'm never gonna watch it again either. But I liked it.
But I liked it.
I will say you can definitely tell that. How do I put this? You can tell that you could watch this without subtitles.
Yes, absolutely.
There is
Especially the beginning.
There is very little dialogue.
Yeah.
The dialogue
Most of this is screaming.
is things that you can understand from the people's like movements and the way
Mhm.
they're acting,
Yeah.
and even then, it's just implied in the script.
Mhm.
Really.
Yeah.
So you could totally watch this as
You could
Just
watch
whatever.
it without subtitles. You could watch it completely with Japanese with no subtitles, and I would say you would get
yeah,
an almost similar experience to what we
90% of it's sound.
got. Dude, the sound design of this movie is crazy.
It's really cool. They put it in post, like all the sound,
Yeah, but it's really, really cool.
but it's really cool. It's very
All the metal
stylized.
scraping and like
It sounds like I don't know,
it's
industrial.
yeah, it's
like
very
industrial punk.
it's very industrial sounding.
Which is, I want to say this right now. Remember how I said this film was described as Totsuka cyberpunk
Yeah,
body horror?
yeah,
I would describe this as Totsuka industrial punk
yeah,
body horror and not cyberpunk.
yeah. I would agree, and I think that's because like cyberpunk in the modern day has
Is it-
taken a different name.
Well, it's a bigger genre too.
Yeah,
It's like that's the genre, and then there's subgenres of cyberpunk.
yeah.
But this is like industrial punk. Let's see. I have one more comment before we go into like the actual plot of this.
Sure.
Great movie for like practical effects.
Amazing movie for practical effects.
So much stop motion.
So much stop motion.
And it's very impressive.
It's crazy.
Bob made the good point while we were watching it of I can see why people would quit is because there's so much stop motion everywhere.
Yeah.
And
This movie is an hour and 7 minutes long. It took them 18 months to film. That is so long to spend on a movie that's only going to be an hour long.
yeah, like obviously filming takes a little bit, but you
Yeah,
can do it really quick.
But I can see why it took so long. Like, the amount of time and effort that the director and the crew and cast put in this movie is absolutely fucking insane.
And it has to be 90% for
Yeah.
like the stop motion
It
scenes.
has to, like, it's nuts. And also, I can't imagine getting in and out of that much, like, practical makeup.
Oh, yeah, they're in
That shit is fucking
And it looks
crazy.
dangerous, those costumes.
They
too.
they fucking better be. That shit looks crazy.
All right. You want to get into discussing it?
Yeah.
So,
It's really
let me
hard to
start by
describe.
saying the plot is mostly implied,
That's true.
and you have to do some finagling to figure it out.
Yeah.
But basically, man and woman hit the metal fetishist with their car,
Yep.
and they kill him.
Well, almost kill him.
No. They kill him.
I don't know if he's
No, Bob. They kill him,
okay.
right? And they leave him, like, for dead in the woods.
Yeah.
He becomes like a Japanese-style ghost, but he's now fused with, like, the metal persona he had in the real life.
See, I did not think about it like that. I thought they didn't kill him, and he went to the doctor, and they repaired him, or like put him back together, basically.
No, I'll get into that in a second.
But I get. Oh well, never mind. That's dumb. I don't know why I thought that. It makes way more sense to be because the doctor's talking about metal implants he was getting for like cosmetics.
Yeah.
Because he's into metal, because he's a metal guy. Yeah. That makes way more sense. I thought the doctor was talking about metal implants that they put in him because he got hit by the car.
No, he was talking about his implants and stuff.
Yeah, because he wanted them for fun.
No, they kill the meta fetishist guy in this hit and run.
Yeah.
And they're really fucked up about it. They put him in their car, they drag him to the woods, they throw him in a ditch, and they have sex in front of him as he's dying.
Yep.
Not great people.
No.
But he dies, and he comes back as, again, like a Japanese-style ghost. I forget the exact definition, but there's a bunch of different, like, yokai.
Yeah.
In Japanese folklore, and yokai is like just the general word for like spirits and stuff. But how Japanese like ghosts work tends to be a little bit different than how they work here, because just different culture.
Mm-hmm.
And I forget there's one that's kind of like, because they're super into like classifying stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's like different descriptions for like how someone dies and the type of spirit they become.
Okay. This reminds me of something like a poltergeist.
But yeah, he becomes like essentially a very malicious ghost.
Yeah.
That's fused with this persona of a metal fetishist.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and he's essentially cursed the man.
Yep.
To like, basically the first metal thing he touched since the accident. It's his stainless steel electric razor.
Yeah.
I think he cuts himself with it. And because he cuts himself with this metal thing, a little piece of metal comes out of his cheek.
Mm-hmm.
And then from that point on, every time the man is injured, more metal kind of replaces his flesh.
Yep.
And yeah, that's the movie.
I don't know how
The only other confusing things that happen, I'm just going to describe it because whatever. You might
this
need some help.
movie is crazy.
There's a scene with the woman in glasses, right?
Yeah.
And she's poking this metal thing on the ground.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And then her hand becomes metal, and she starts attacking the man.
Mm-hmm.
Until the man, like, fights her off and kills her.
Mm-hmm.
What I think that was there is she was seeing the ghost, like the spirit of the metal fetishist.
Yeah, because what's interesting is the only reason we know that the metal fetishist is watching them have sex is because we get the POV of him getting hit by the car and then him dragging out the woods. We get that scene before we have the context for it.
Yeah.
And it's shot, the perspective of what she's seeing on the ground is shot in the same way that his perspective of watching them have sex was.
It's like it looks like they took the footage and threw it into an old tube TV.
Yeah. So that's the only implication that we have that this is somehow tied to the metal fetishist.
Oh, I was using a different implication.
Oh, really?
My implication is, at this point in the movie, we see the metal fetishist in, like, this world of metal. He's sitting in a puddle.
Mm-hmm.
And they keep jumping back between that footage and the thing pulsating on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
And every
that
time
helps.
it pulsates, we get to see the guy move. And when she starts poking the thing on the ground,
he starts, like, reacting to it.
Yeah. It was more concrete than that. But your thing was very good.
That's how I put it together, to be honest.
But I bring this scene up with the woman poking it because I think what happens is the ghost of the metal fetishist possesses her.
That makes sense.
So that's why she gets the hand.
Oh, and then actually, yeah, she gets similar eye makeup to what he has later.
She gets similar eye makeup to what the metal fetishist has
I did not think about
later.
that.
And this pulls in because later in the movie, the man transforms a lot into metal. He grows a phallic drill.
Yep, very phallic.
And then all of a sudden, he starts attacking his girlfriend.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure what happened there is the ghost of the metal fetishist took him over and started attacking his girlfriend.
That makes sense.
Because, spoilers here, if you're ever going to go watch this film, the woman stabs the metal fetishist, like, to death.
She stabs the man to death, you mean?
The man, yeah. Sorry, there's simple names.
Yeah.
She stabs the man in the neck, and it looks like he dies.
Yeah.
But then we see him wake up, and it seems like he's confused.
Mm-hmm.
So I assume when she stabbed him, the metal fetishist lost control. And so the man wakes up again. Because then
sense.
he seems, like, horrified that he killed his
Yeah, he
girlfriend.
seems... That makes sense.
Because
I didn't really think about that.
The girl, or woman, I'm sorry. Woman stabs man.
Yep.
Man dies.
Mm-hmm.
She's upset, and so she has sex with his drill penis and kills herself.
Yep.
Because she thought she killed him.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, long story short, the metal fetishist possesses the woman's dead corpse and uses it to become a physical being.
Yep. Which was cool. That was really cool.
And then there's, like, a battle. And it's super cool.
It is the wildest fight in any piece of media I have ever fucking seen.
That's the basic plot here. You know,
It's crazy.
it's hard to break down because again, it's all implied.
Yeah.
But I
Just, like,
really
no
do
dialogue.
think it's about they kill a guy in a hit and run.
Yep.
He becomes like a vengeful spirit that is
Metal.
yes, but it's a vengeful spirit that is influenced by his main obsession in real life.
Yeah, which is cool. I like that as a sort of, I don't know, twist.
And then he curses his like killer
Yeah.
with his own like affliction.
It's cool.
It's really cool. And hell, he eventually uses that affliction to bring himself back to life as like this zombie thing.
Yep.
It's really cool. Looks cool.
It's very cool.
But it's very artsy and it's
yeah.
I wouldn't say it's like an enjoyable movie, but it was good.
Yeah, I don't think I enjoyed myself, but I recognized that was cool as fuck.
Like I'm not sure if I was like this is entertaining. I was
No.
just like this is cool.
Exactly. Very different emotion.
But yeah, most of the practical effects super good.
They look
But
crazy.
Anything that like couldn't be achieved normally was all stop motion.
Yeah.
There's stop motion everywhere, and the
Yeah.
big one is wires.
That
Like,
was
they'd
the
move wires a lot,
fucking coolest part of this movie
or
for
they'd
me.
have metal like slowly melt or like
Mhm.
move towards people.
Or they'll have metal like decompose into a puddle and then reform into something else.
Yeah, I don't really know how to talk about this movie because it's so just what the fuck.
Yeah,
You
this
know?
movie.
Like I can break the plot down pretty well.
Yeah,
I think we did a decent description.
I mean,
of it.
yeah. There's not much else to it than
Because,
that.
but it's confusing still because it's implied.
Yeah,
One of the things we didn't touch on, the tramp scene. There's a
that
tramp
one
here for a
is
second.
fucking weird.
And I'm not even going to describe it. I'm just going to say what I think happened.
Okay.
I think the tramp might have been the metal fetishist, either like an authority figure, just a random tramp, or his dad. But the tramp beats the metal fetishist. It's implied the metal fetishist
Yeah,
with a rod.
that looks similar to the one that we saw at the start of the movie.
Yeah, that we see insert into his leg. And we hear screaming, but it transfers from the metal fetishist like adult voice to a kid's voice.
Mm-hmm.
I think the metal fetishist was beaten with that rod by the tramp as a child, and that's
Yeah.
what caused his
Weird metal obsession.
yeah.
Yeah. That seems fairly solid.
Anyways, super artsy. So I'm not going to describe anymore. The big point I want to touch on with this movie, like more than anything else, for how weird and artsy this film is.
Yeah.
Great film if you just want to look at what someone can do with a lot of passion, because you can tell the budget's not a lot.
No.
But they made a very visually impressive movie.
They made a crazy movie for how cheap they did it.
Yeah. Like, for anyone who's, doesn't think they can make a film or make, like, they have a wild idea
Yeah.
and they don't think they can pull it off with, like, the budget they have, you can. Like, this is good proof that if you really, really, really want to work hard at something, you can get there.
Yeah. This is such an impressive movie to me, solely because, I said this during the movie, this is so unique as like an idea, and it's so, I said this, no one else could have ever made this. Like, this movie is like,
It's very Japanese.
it's very Japanese, but also like the director, like this is
pure his mind.
yeah, like it's so what is the word I'm trying to put? How am I trying to say this? Because he acts in the film too. He's the metal fetishist.
He's the metal fetish. It's just very stylized.
It's super, super unique and stylized to what this director wanted.
Like, I can totally see the influences from that Totsuka style.
Yeah. Mhm.
Like, there's this battle sequence at the end. We didn't even talk about that. I'm just going to leave that alone.
Yeah.
But there's a battle sequence at the end, and we were watching it, and I would turn to Bob, and I was like, you know what this looks like? One of those old Power Rangers, like, episodes.
Like with all the sparks and like everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
With, like, the bad guys in the suits fighting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's very stylized, and you can tell, like, the culture he comes from.
Yeah, and it's so
of,
cool.
like, filmmaking.
I like that we've yet to say this was a good movie.
Because, like, here's the thing. I'm not into, like, avant-garde art
I'm not
experimental
either.
films. I'm not.
Never been a thing for me.
And so I didn't find this movie entertaining,
Nah.
right? And because I don't like that style of film, it's hard for me to, like, judge it.
Fair enough.
But I thought it was impressive.
It was definitely impressive.
I guess do you have anything else to say?
We've said that the practicals are very good.
Yeah.
We've talked about that.
Again, go watch this film if you just want some inspiration for what you can do on a low budget.
The one thing I'll say is the practicals are good. They're very cool. the coolest part about the practicals is the amount of detail in the actual effects themselves.
Oh yeah.
Like, you'll watch a piece of metal get turned into liquid and then reform, but it will have every single piece of that thing attached to the man.
Yes.
It'll keep every nut, every bolt, everything, but it'll spread it out across them, and it's so, like, the attention to detail is insane.
I would like to say the effects, though, are interesting in that they're not, like, high-precision effects.
No.
So, like, there are effects where I looked at them and I was like, I don't have any skill in doing stuff like that,
Yeah.
but I could do that.
Yeah.
That's how I looked at them. Like, they weren't things there I looked at them and I was like, wow, this is, like, it's impressive because of the scale and, like, how much effort was put into it.
With how big he gets at the end.
But it wasn't like you didn't have to be, like, a super professional to do it.
Yeah.
That's again why I'm kind of like, this is a good film if you just want to see what you can do on pure passion.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the metal, they cover him in a bunch of metal, the man,
Yeah.
and the metal fetishist. And, like, it looks like it was a lot of work to get that suit done.
Oh, it
but
had
at the
to
same
be.
time, I was like, I could probably make something that looks a lot like that.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
It would suck to make,
Yeah.
but I could do it. Because it didn't look necessarily realistic, you know?
No, but it looked crazy.
But it looked crazy.
Which is kind of my feeling of this film is, it's fine. My big takeaway is, oh my god, that was fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
Because every beat of the movie, none of it is explained to you. So it's just you're sort of watching it happen.
Yeah. Yeah, you are.
You're just, like, it is, I will say, of any movie we've seen, this movie is an experience.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to describe it.
Like,
It's an
I can't
experience.
explain that. Like, if
Is
you...
it a good experience? I don't know, but it's an experience.
Is it? Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. It's impossible to talk about because it's just fucking batshit.
Just, if what we said sounds interesting, go watch it.
Just go watch it.
I'm glad we watched it.
I'm glad we watched it, too. It was cool.
Yeah. Good.
I'm almost always glad we watch it.
Fun inclusion.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
wasn't sure, but I can understand why people like it.
Yeah.
Do you want to do Rex?
I think we've hit a pretty good recommendation scale already, but, like, people who are into practicals, this movie
If you're into practicals, yeah.
is crazy. If you're into, I would say, Japanese media in any way, this is just a cool movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can see the influence, right?
Yeah, from those early kind of Japanese cinema stuff.
Yeah, it's very, very cool.
If you want to see something like avant-garde experimental, an
Totally.
artsy film, go check it out. Especially if you want to see like that style of film, but from another culture. Because this is not just experimental, it's experimental Japanese filmmaking
Yeah.
from the 90s. So it's a very specific time period. Because I know that style of filmmaking, the trends in it change very quickly. And then again, my biggest recommendation, if you want to see what you can make, like no budget, just like you got a dream
Yeah.
and a day job that can pay for things.
I would say also, if you're into body horror, I think this is a good body horror
Yeah,
movie.
it's decent body horror. There were some scenes, and I was like, "Wow, that looks a lot like The Thing."
Yeah,
Like, that
there was
level of
some
body
really
horror.
cool fucking. I mean, the beginning really got me. It's very, very cool.
Oh, I was gonna say the end kind of has some
Oh yeah, with the
thing looking like stuff.
mhm.
There's some wires that shoot out and wiggle and stuff.
Yeah.
Looks like the if you've ever seen the thing, the dog assimilation
Yeah.
scene, or with the weird head that pokes out and like fuses like a little
Yeah.
worm.
It's crazy.
Wild. All right, Bob. Hardest part of the episode for this movie.
You're gonna either be really angry or surprised.
Do you have a rating?
I do. I know what I want to pick. I
Okay.
know what I want to say.
Go ahead.
4 and a half.
Okay. Why?
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It is cool as fuck, and one of the coolest parts to me is it is an experience as a film, but also there's almost no dialogue,
There is.
and that is impressive as fuck. That I still got most of the plot, and there was almost no speaking.
Yeah, the dialogue in here seems more like flair. Like, you could take it out.
You could totally remove all of it. You don't need any of
It
it.
was just to make the characters cooler.
Honestly, yeah. Like, they're yelling and they're screaming at
The
each
person
other,
who talks the most is the metal fetish.
and it's just him yelling
and
at the
he's
man.
saying, like, one-liners, basically.
It's really good. Just the amount of effort that went into this movie, I would feel bad rating it lower than a 4.5.
Okay.
Because it is so visually impressive while also maintaining that low budget feel in that it is a horror movie, but it is like no other horror movie I've ever seen in my life. And that is something I have to respect.
Cool deal. All right. So, for me, again, really hard because it's not, like, a genre of film I'm familiar with, like the artsy stuff.
Yeah.
And, again, not a style I normally enjoy. So, it's hard for me to be, like, based on that. Additionally, with art films, I never really know what they're going for. And that's how I do my scale, is I'm like, okay, this is what they're shooting for.
Yeah.
This is how it turned out. With that being said, I think he probably just wanted to make a weird batshit film that has a bunch of like metal coming out of someone's body.
Yeah.
And you know what? He did that. He did that super duper well. He went above and beyond what should normally be expected for him to do in that setting.
Oh,
he
for
put
sure.
a lot of time into it. He didn't skimp on getting some things done the way he wanted to. Like we said with all the stop motion.
God.
Like he wanted people to shoot down the street like they were flying on like jets coming out of their feet.
It's really
and so
cool.
He had them stand like legitimately like half a foot apart down like 50 feet.
Yep.
Some of those shots he has people on walls, which means people had to jump and like stand for a
Yup.
second.
Dude, it's really cool.
Just above and beyond. So I'm going to give it a 4.5, you know?
Yeah.
It goes above what should be expected for that goal, and then it just does a little bit more.
See, here, I'll explain right now why I didn't give it a 5. The barrier for entry is so high. Like, if you just showed this to any Joe Schmo, they would probably fucking hate it.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like,
that's the only reason I won't give it a 5.
I can't give it a 5. Because I don't think it's perfect.
No, I
First
don't.
of all.
I don't think it's perfect either, but I think it is deserving of a 5. But I
it's-
don't think I could give it that.
It is deserving. I do agree. It's just, you're right. You can't show this to anyone.
Like, if I showed this to just like someone, any person we work with, they would hate it or think it was just weird.
But for me, I can't give it a 5 because I don't think the film was like entertaining. Like,
I'm entertained by how cool it was.
It's an experience, but it's not like an enjoyable movie.
Yeah.
And so I don't really think I can give it,
Yeah.
a 5
That's
for that
fair.
reason. But I think it was close.
For sure.
Just for how visually impressive it was, and
Crazy. Oh.
that's all I got though.
Yeah, that's all I got. So I guess we'll see you after the outtakes, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the outtake section for this episode of Beware the Board. I hope you're enjoying our review of Tetsuo, the Iron Man, so far. It's a weird movie. I don't know if I would really recommend it because it's so weird, but I enjoyed it. Without further ado, let's get into this week's outtakes. This first outtake is mine and Ben's reaction to watching the metal fetishist cut open his leg in an attempt to replace his bones with a giant metal piece of rebar.
Like, it sounds like one of those automatic hammers, like the drop hammers.
Yeah, like a... What is it? Oh my god. Oh no, what the hell is it called? Like an industrial press or something?
Yeah, like those forge hammers.
Yeah. Okay, that's a real man.
That is a leg, though, yeah. Well, he's just sitting there.
Oh god, that's a lot of blood, my guy. Oh my fucking god. Nah, Ben. Nah. Oh! No. Is he replacing his bones with rebar?
No. He wouldn't do that.
Or did he pull that out of himself?
No, I think he's putting that in himself.
Oh! That makes me uncomfortable. No. No, come on, man.
Oh, right in the leg.
Nope. No. No. Oh, fuck you, dude. What?
Baba was gagged. I had to run and grab the trash can.
I forgot to grab it. That guy just shoved a piece of rebar in his leg.
Yeah, it made him horny.
This next clip is Ben and I reacting to the metal fetishist getting hit by a car and sweet, sweet jazz playing.
You know what? He's doing what he loves. Gotta respect that.
No, I don't respect that. Oh!
Apparently, he didn't realize that would happen.
Oh, there's MF maggots in the wounds!
Actually, that's probably for the best. They're keeping it clean.
Oh.
Oh, and he's running on it.
Yeah. Oh! What is happening? What is this?
I think it's the slow motion of him getting hit with a car.
What is this sweet jazz? It's like,
I love it.
what in the hell? This next clip is Ben and I's reaction to the man actually having rocket-powered shoes.
He's got rocket shoes.
Shut up. Please tell me he's going to the doctor. That would be my first call.
He's using his
He
rocket shoes.
actually has rocket shoes.
I was
He's
right.
genuinely using them to fly around. Not fly. Move. This next clip is mine and Ben's reaction to the man and woman having sex. Oh,
That's a woman.
That is, yeah.
Oh, she's a little hose penis.
Yeah, but she has a hose penis and is in a bunch of weird metal lingerie. I was going to say, that looks really phallic. That is extremely phallic.
That's because it's supposed to be phallic.
Well, yeah.
100%.
Oh, he was bent over like he's about to take it. Is he about to get banged by the lady with the hose?
Her name's Woman, actually.
Sorry, woman with the hose?
I think so.
Oh, my God. Oh, the thing's getting bigger. Like the...
Yeah.
This is an artsy piece of shit.
Oh, yeah.
But it's awesome. Ah!
That's stop motion.
I don't like...
Oh, yeah, he just got...
Yep, he's getting banged in the ass by the hose penis. Oh, no. Not yet. Hold on. We haven't received penetration.
Oh,
Now he's...
yeah.
No, she's just riding him.
I don't know what's happening.
No, the hose isn't in him.
It could be, though.
It might... No, see, it's on the left
It's
side.
opposable.
Sits over there.
Yoink. Oh,
there
yeah,
it goes.
there
Now
it
it's in
is.
his ass. Oh! That is a lot of hose, man.
We're still
Oh!
going.
That's such an uncomfortable shot. Oh, is it forced the bandage off his face by turning him more metal?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure...
No parking.
I'm pretty sure a lot of this is in his head. Like, a lot.
But man just woke up fine.
Yeah. Because that was in his head.
This next clip is Ben and I's reaction to the fact that all parts of the man are being turned into metal. By all parts, we mean all of them. Oh no. No, 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 no.
Yes! Yes!
What the fuck?
The drill penis!
He's got a fucking drill dong. This next clip is mine and Ben's reaction to the man trying to have sex with his girlfriend with his giant drill penis.
You're right, he is horny.
Yeah, no, he is horny. That's why.
But I do think the drill might just be
No, no, no,
stuck
no,
like
don't do that. No, no, no. Oh, my God. Oh.
The damage made it worse.
Oh, no, 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 don't do that, bro. Oh. Oh, my God. This shit is gnarly, my guy. This next clip is mine and Ben's reaction to a horror classic. If you see a cat in a movie, it's gotta die. Oh, leave the cats alone, my guy. Oh, no! He's turned the cats into fucking metal monsters, man. That's
They had it
fucked
coming.
up. This next clip is Ben and I reacting to the crazy-ass fight scene between the man and the metal fetishes at the end of this movie. Can I be honest? This movie, no one in any other country could have made this. This is so Japanese, it's insane.
It's pretty Japanese, though, yeah.
Oh! Oh, God damn!
It's a gun!
Is it a gun?
I think so.
His hand just fell off and a pipe came out of his wrist.
I think it's a pipe gun.
Is he just about to shoot him? He went through all that effort, he's just gonna shoot. Oh no, it's the thing from earlier, isn't it?
You know who he is?
Yeah, no, it's a flamethrower.
He's Astro Boy.
Well, yeah. He kind of, yeah.
It's like Mega Man.
Yeah, because remember earlier he had the pipe with the wick on the end and he was like, had the light art.
You mean
it
a
was
candle?
Lit. Was it a candle?
Yeah, it was a candle.
I thought it looked like a pipe. It's black and white, I can't tell. This next clip is Ben and I reacting to a one-liner that the metal fetishist tells the man, and also our reaction to the drill getting even bigger.
It's a good episode title. Your future is metal.
That is a really good episode title. I think that'll be a good one. That is a good episode title.
I timestamped it so you remember.
Yeah.
Oh, the penis is really big now.
Yeah, he's mega horny. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the outtakes. I know there were a bunch of them.
I hope we got him down to something fun.
Something reasonable and not just insanely long.
Most of them, I think, were from the beginning of the movie. Though.
Yeah, it was a lot of me.
Until Bob adjusted it, and he was like, oh, okay, I got it.
Yeah, until I realized what was happening, bro.
I think part of the reason we lost, like, good reactions from you is because halfway through the film, he becomes more metal than man, and so you had, like, a disconnect from, like, he doesn't look human anymore, so it's okay.
Well, there should have been a good outtake when the woman died from the drill penis, but
Bob just opened his mouth and didn't say anything.
Ben kept saying, you see that? And I just went,
You might have heard it because I timestamped it.
I don't know, man.
Because I go, did you see anything? And you say something along the lines of, I just can't.
That broke me, man. I don't know what it was about that specific part that like broke me.
Part of it is because the drill penis comes out of nowhere.
The drill penis does come out of nowhere.
Well, no, that's not true. It comes from the sausage sexual scene.
Oh, God.
But it's because you don't expect her to die.
Yeah.
She kills him, but then she just hops on anyways.
Yep. And then he wakes
Weird
up.
way to kill yourself. Anyways, I hope you liked that episode.
I hope you enjoyed it. It was probably...
If you haven't seen the film anyway already, sound interesting, go watch it.
Do you want to tell them...
By the way.
I was about to say, do you want to tell them where we watched it? It's on Shudder, so it's easy access.
I think 2 is also on Shudder. I don't think 3 is on Shudder.
I need to buy them.
2, from what I've heard, is not as good.
I see.
It's like, it's not as good, but is an actual movie.
Interesting.
Is a legit movie. So it loses some of that charm this one has.
Yeah.
But it trades it out for like a story
and
plot,
dialogue,
and
probably
budget and dialogue,
yeah,
and all the things you associate with a real movie.
Interesting. Maybe we'll watch it.
Yeah.
Maybe one day.
So on that note,
check us out on Twitter at Beware the Board. It's where we keep all the updates for the show. Basically, every Friday I post a link to the episode when it goes live. I'll be posting a link now, actually, to YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts for the episode because we're all on all the platforms now. We're finally freaking there. So check us out. Follow us. Leave reviews. I would love to hear what you all think of the show. You know, I get reviews from my friends, but that's different because they know me. But if you're, a Filipino person listening or in Belgium listening, leave a review. Let me know what you think.
Yeah, and like Bob said, we're now wherever you get your podcasts.
Yeah.
So check us out there. You don't have to watch us on YouTube anymore because that's a horrible place to watch our podcast.
It is. And
you should because whatever, but watch us everywhere. If you have a suggestion for like a service you'd like us to be on that we're not,
let us know.
Let us know.
Because we could probably get there now.
We might be able to get there.
It took a while, but we got there.
We have options that we're not signed up for because it takes a lot of time.
Yeah, it takes time, effort, and money.
But if there's somewhere you want us to be, let us know and we'll try.
Yeah. On top of that, every Friday I post, or no, not Friday, I'm sorry. Every Monday I post a spoiler post for Friday's episodes. You can watch the movie beforehand in case you don't want to get anything spoiled. I also post if we ever do polls there, anything like that. Any updates on the show are on our Twitter. Do we have any other announcements, Ben?
We're coming out with a holiday episode soon.
I think it's literally tomorrow, the day after this episode drops. Because this comes out Friday and then Saturday.
Because it's April 1st. So maybe we're lying to you.
No, we're definitely putting out a movie on April 1st. Don't let him lie to you.
Maybe we're lying to you.
No, Ben, don't. It's a good episode. It's a good movie. Hype it up, you fuck.
I really like that movie.
I do too. It was good. So watch out for a new episode tomorrow.
But you know about that because the spoiler post on Monday.
Yeah, it's already out.
Also, that wasn't the one I was going to mention. I was going to mention we're doing an Easter movie.
That too. We're doing an Easter movie as well.
So
look out for that.
Maybe check that episode out. That's all I got.
Yeah, I think that's all we got. So I guess we'll see you all next time.